Hello again, YouTube. Welcome back to It's Billy Haynes here with another album review, and this time we'll be doing 2003's release of A Perfect Circle's second album, 13th Step. Oh yeah, let's get into it. This is one of those albums that I think, can't be sure, I even got it for a Christmas or a birthday. Again, it was my brother that brought, I think we brought each other the album, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. There could have been a couple of weeks separation from that. But I'm pretty sure we brought it for each other's birthday, I think. But yeah, so let's get into it. I'm no stranger to A Perfect Circle. Murder Noms, I listened to that when that shit first came out. Lucky enough, have seen them in my life very early on. I haven't caught them lately. But yeah, 13th Step is one of those albums that, again, I love coming back to because there's something so fucking haunting about this album. I mean, I know for all you Tool fans and Opeth fans and, all the technical sort of stuff, this is a very distant relative to that. And it's very gothy, which I love. I really love the ambience to A Perfect Circle. In some regard, I think sometimes I prefer A Perfect Circle to Tool, and then some days I like Tool more than Perfect Circle because they're completely separate. I mean, yeah, you still got the key element of Maynard James Keenan, but they're very far and few. They're very far between the sounds of each band. Because it's a completely different band, obviously. But yeah, I really love A Perfect Circle's approach to an album of how to be quite menacingly beautiful. And I think that is the best way to describe A Perfect Circle, especially the 13th Step. So let's get into it. It starts off with the package, which starts off really percussionary, and it's got some seriously killer bass to it. That bass guitar is what sells that fucking song for me. It really is so bluesy, and there's some really good guitar work in the middle of it as well. And Maynard, I think out of all the tracks on this album, I don't buy into Maynard 100%. Just saying, on this song. Musically, it is impeccable. It's a 5 out of 5, just for its musical performance only. It's just a killer song. A strange way to open an album, but it really does pack a punch. Yeah, so that's a 5 out of 5. Goes into Weak and Powerless. Another 5 out of 5. I think there's some lyrics in there that I absolutely love about it doesn't matter, you can go and check it out yourself, but yeah, I don't want to go into lyrics and all that. I know what turns me on and really gets my juices flowing. I love a good lyric, and there's some seriously great lines in Weak and Powerless. But yeah, the guitar work is fantastic on it. It's just full and rich of ambience throughout this entire album, which I love so much. I really do. It's a 5 out of 5 for that one. My favourite song comes next. Arguably my favourite song of the entire year of 2003, and that's The Noose. The Noose is haunting. It is so haunting and so beautiful. And that's what I love about fucking A Perfect Circle. It can really hit you on 2 levels at once, depending on the day that you listen to it. The Noose is extremely great. It's amazing. It's a 5 out of 5. Goes into Blue. It doesn't let up. It just keeps going. Blue, again, is so dark, but so beautiful. 5 out of 5 goes into Vanishing. Oh, haunting. That tune is fucking haunting. 5 out of 5. My God, this album is so good. Goes into A Stranger. Really like the guitaring on it. The vocal delivery is fantastic. It's a 4 out of 5. Not quite that peak for me. But man, it's just there for the ride, man. I really like it. Goes into The Outsider, which again is a 5 out of 5. Fan-fucking-tastic tune. Think it's just incredible. Really do. Goes into Crimes. Don't like this much as the rest of the album, but it's a 3 out of 5. Think it's a good tune. Goes into Nurse Who Loved Me. Again, staying on that 3 level. It's good. Don't usually come back to it unless I'm listening to the album all the way through. It's a good tune though. Very good. Yeah, 3 out of 5. Goes into Pet, which is a 5 out of 5. Fucking love Pet. Think it's fucking fantastic. I think that's the one that they later done in a different version of it in Emotive, which is the album after this. Counting Bodies Like Sheep to the Rhythms of a War Drum. Yeah, I actually like that version equally as much as this, but both versions for me is just so dark. So dark. It's a 5 out of 5. Goes into Lullaby. 3 out of 5. Think it's a great tune. And then ends on Gravity, which is a 4 out of 5. Think that's a fucking fantastic song too. So overall, how do I feel about 13th Step by Perfect Circle? It's a 5 out of 5. Yeah, I know that there's a couple of 3s in there, there's a couple of 4s, but it actually doesn't damage the overall arc and feeling of this album. It's beautiful, and it's so well arranged, and it's so dark and haunting. And yeah, it's one of those albums that I always come back to ever so often as a run through, at least once a year, that I just sit back and go, damn, that was a great band doing an outstanding album. And do I think it's probably the best A Perfect Circle album? I would say so. For me, personally, I preferred this to Murder Noms, to Emotive, and the one after that. You know, it's just my opinion. I really feel like this is the temporal lobe of A Perfect Circle and what makes them so amazing. If you haven't checked it out, you're into, you know, progressive goth, I seriously suggest you pick this album up because, dude, I don't know how much you can buy 13th Step. I mean, it must have been about £13-14 back in 2003. So it must have plummeted in price since then. And I'm telling you, you're getting a bargain even if you're hitting top dollar. So yeah, go and check it out. I really do feel like it's, again, the album art I absolutely love. Goth chicks, yeah. I'm just saying, they just hit different. But yeah, 13th Step, Perfect Circle, 5 out of 5. Absolutely phenomenal album. Hope to see you soon.